final score then, somehow, outside Bloomfield Road, 2-1 to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Tate?
I honestly, it's a different feeling, 1-0 down first half. Come back strong in the second half, scored a goal, last minute equaliser. We pulled out and we got the 3 points, which get us the Premier League.
I honestly thought, mate, 80 minutes, 1-0 down. I didn't see us scoring. We had the penalty, which Dom approached very casually. Hello, whose shirt is this, Tate? Whose shirt is this?
Lewis Cook.
What, from today?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, let's have a look at that. What a beauty.
There you go.
Tell you what, but we turned it around inside, 5 minutes or so. What a turnaround.
Yeah, big turnaround. And I think the deadline day signings, Dembele, Cantwell, they'll make a difference today, because you've seen Dembele is so aggressive on the ball, putting people in. Cantwell always looking for options everywhere on the pitch. And obviously they've grafted towards the last 10 minutes and we pulled the goal that we needed. We were the better side at the end of the day.
Who's your man of the match?
Man of the match for Bournemouth? I'd probably say...
A few good players today.
There was a few good players.
They certainly performed when we needed it in the last 10.
To be fair, today's man of the match to say is Travers. I think Travers kept us in the game. He made some big saves at the end of the game, and you know what? If it weren't for him, we wouldn't be getting them 3 points today.
No.
So
this was a massive win, and going forward now, we've got a huge match against Forest on Friday now, and they're in form at the moment, aren't they? We need to be right on it, don't we?
They're in form. They pulled 2 big games out. FA Cup beat Arsenal. We need to be playing like we did against Birmingham Wednesday night this week. There's a big game Wednesday against Birmingham, and play like that. Play attacking football, not sideways football, and we'll get the 3 points.
Gents, nice one. Thank you
Cheers,
very much.
Mate.
Take care, buddy. See you later on.
Cherries.
Take care. Thanks very much. Tom's here.
Hey! Oh, how did we do that? How did we do that?
Mate.
Dunno, mate.
1-0, 80, I think I
Naughty
counted
one.
8. I mean, it was 8. I remember looking at the clock on 82, 83, 1-0 down. And I thought, you know what? We're dead and buried, mate. It feels like daylight robbery coming out of there with 3 points. But, you know what? It doesn't matter.
Nat Phillips up top, chucked some balls in. They went a bit deep, didn't they? And they tried to hang on to what they had. And we just kept pushing, to be fair. And then Jamal Lowe gets the goal. And I think, to be fair, he's shown that he can come on and nick a goal. And at the end, we're just chucking. But it's all us at the end, last 5. And then Dembele's just popped out. What a debut for him. First start, unbelievable. I thought he was good, actually. But yeah, Forest have drew. Barnsley beat QPR. We're up. Come on, you beauty. Mate, I was nearly on the pitch at the end.
Let's just remember that first 80 minutes, though.
I'm not calming down. I'm not calming down, Sam. I'm not having it. I was parked around. No, it was pretty poor, but listen, we missed a penalty, haven't we? We've known Parker. If we score that penalty, we'd probably sit on and win 1-0.
And typical, the guy that we had designs on scores the goal that puts them in the lead.
Great goal.
What a good goal it was as well.
He got the man of the match as well, didn't he, just before we got the win. And he's a good player. We'll come back for him. If we need to. Yeah. But
all right, big shot.
No, we will if we need to. He's not going to stay here, is he? Come and have a real beach. But it was a nothing game, but they had the lead, so it just meant it was pretty boring. But to be fair, we made some decent changes and we kept plugging away. I thought if we get out of here and nick a point, we got the goal, and I thought, right, let's get out of here with a point. Libsy Loab.
I'm going to bring you back in a bit, mate.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to bring you back down to earth in a second.
I'll see you in Pop, man.
Alec, bring an Alec on. Hello, mate, you alright? How are you? Whose shirt have you got?
I've got Cantwell's, go on.
So, someone's got Cooks, you've got Cantwell's. Yeah. Beautiful. How are you, mate, after that?
I mean, until, the 85th minute? Yeah, no, it was awful. It was awful. Let's face it was awful. But then there was that last 10 minutes of hope where it was Everton 3-all. It was our first season in Prem. Yeah. Where it just happened where we were able to just bounce back from an incredible, from a situation where we were so bad. And we had hope. And that's what we needed to get these 3 points. I mean, it was amazing.
We did. But there are a lot of frailties that we're showing for large parts of matches. Against Birmingham, there were fewer of those frailties, and thankfully they didn't capitalise when it could have been pretty bad. But we missed a pen. Blackpool scored. In the first half, I'm trying to struggle to think whether we had any other shots on target. For the second half, we were largely awful. And then a few tweaks were made. When we really want it, we can turn it on. Why aren't we like that from the start?
Well, I mean, it was almost like it was a panic. It was a panicky 5 minutes for Parker because he didn't know what to do. So he just threw on Marcondes, he threw on Jamal Lowe. See if they could make a difference. And luckily they did. I mean, that was possibly like a 1 in a million chance that would actually happen. That he got the exact right subs, exact right minute, and they were able to produce 3 points. I mean, but for 85 minutes, well, no, until we brought in the subs, we were just all the gear, no idea.
Man of the match today for you?
Siriki Dembele.
Yeah.
He showed class out there that I've not seen for a long time in a Bournemouth shirt. He was amazing. I don't even know how to describe it.
Are there any performances that you may be thinking, Scott Parker may think twice about starting him for the next game? Any players that you thought were maybe under par today?
I mean, apart from the obvious starters, who did we bring on? We brought Marcondes, Jamal Lowe and Leif Davies, right? I feel like Leif Davies might get a shot because he showed enthusiasm and Zamora didn't really have that much to contribute for 85 or so minutes. So I feel like Leif might start, but apart from that, it's 3 points.
Nice one. Alex, cheers for coming on, mate.
Cheers.
Take care of the Cherries. Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm Jack.
How are you? Happy Cherry tonight?
I'm a very happy Cherry tonight, yeah. I can't believe we won the game.
I didn't expect that.
I think for 80 minutes we were pretty bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think in the end, we had Nat Phillips up front for about 5 minutes. I was terrified. I mean, Travers has kept us in that, I think he's probably made 3 or 4 worldies. And when the second goal went in, I was in disbelief. I couldn't believe he'd scored 2 goals in that game, So overall, I just can't believe we've come away with a win, let alone score 2 goals. The way we played that game, it was shit. It was absolutely shit. But I mean, I think a shout out to Lewis Cook as well. I think Lewis Cook held it together at times in the midfield. In an overall very shaky performance.
Do you think mentally this is going to do us a hell of a lot of good? Being
of course.
Pretty poor for large parts of that game, and then turning it around.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because I don't think. No disrespect to Scott Parker, but I don't think much of that was down to him. I mean, I think the players in the last sort of 10 minutes just played out of their skin. You know, I mean, there was a lot of bad crosses into the box, but I mean, we just wanted it. We went a bit direct, but we just put balls in the box, and we got a bit lucky on the first one. I think it deflected off maybe Marcondes or someone to get to Low, but. The pitch was poor.
Yeah, the pitch was awful. I thought they might have played rugby on it.
I mean, naturally, Blackpool are going to be better because they're used to playing on it week in, week out. But I mean, overall, you've got to be really happy with that performance because we got the 3 points.
I mean, Blackpool's form recently has been very good as well.
Blackpool have been one of those teams to watch. Blackpool are doing well. Luton have been doing well. Forest and Middlesbrough are going to do well with their new managers. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I don't think Parker's the man for it personally. But after that break, we've done that. You've got to give him some credit because he brought Marcondes for Billing. I think Billing was okay, but I just thought we should have done a few changes earlier. I think that's what a lot of fans were thinking. We didn't change anything till 70 something minutes.
It reminds me of some of our performances early in the season where we were pretty poor, but we managed to skank results. We're doing it again. I think if we could do that,
I think like you say, we got the 2 late goals. I mean, I don't think we've done that really much in the game this season. We've had teams peg us back, but we've not pegged anyone back. So I think, like you say, mentally, it's going to be a good thing for next Friday, which is going to be a tough game against Forest. The minute Steve Cooper went in there, and obviously they've now got Cookie as well. They're a well-drilled team. Don't get me wrong, on paper we should beat most teams, but it's going to be a tough one. Forest going to be a tough one anyway.
Mate, appreciate you coming on, Jack.
Cheers,
if you want your mates to come on, they're very welcome. All welcome. In the meantime, David's here. You all right, mate?
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm buzzing.
We got the points. I didn't think we were going to get the points, but we got the points, David.
Yeah. I thought we won. When we were 1-0, and I thought, oh Christ! And then the amount of chances we missed was like, oh my word! He was just keeping that, the keeper. And then I'm thinking, Nat Phillips, they scored a goal. I think, oh hello, it's going to be all right, 1-0. And then Dembele.
Mate!
Oh my word! What a signing we have got! What
5.5 hours to get up here, and for the majority of the game, we were pretty poor. And I felt it was going to be one of those wasted trips, but thankfully. We turned it around when we needed to. That's got to give the players a lot of motivation, confidence, inspiration for the next few games.
And the last couple of minutes we had those 2 free kicks, and that's what probably won us the game. Dembele is... I'm just like completely buzzing. my voice is gone up there.
Love it, mate.
I just can't believe it. It's like amazing. We won.
We got the points.
Dembele.
That's all that matters, doesn't it?
Nat
Phillips.
Come on.
Love it, David. Cheers, mate. Thanks for coming on, mate. Have the cherries. See you in the next one. We're going to bring Tom back very shortly. Before Tom comes back, remember, if you want your view on, check the details below, because you can send your own video and then we'll get it on the next show. Logan's here.
Oh, Logan's coming in. Oh, boy.
Hello.
He was gutted when Christie was out, wasn't he?
Go on.
Who's your favourite player today?
Man of the match. Don't say Christie, you can't.
You can't, he's not there. It's Dembele.
Billion.
Oh, Billion, he come off and we won him down and we won the game. So
that's okay. We'll let it slide.
Seeds at the end. I ran down at the end. We scored two. He's down the front. I've just picked up a random kid. It was him.
I don't want to.
Come on, Sam.
By the way, Logan isn't your child. By the way,
no,
David,
he's not.
David Cordell
Everyone
thinks
keeps saying you're my kid.
He's
not my kid.
Because you always come on with Tom.
He just runs up. The mum just don't bother. He just runs over.
I don't want to bring you back down to earth, but the bulk of that performance was terrible.
Oh, well, that's not so terrible.
But
no, it wasn't great. But I think, like we've said loads of times, we'll cover it, I'm sure, on the second look. But
is that a good win, though? Is that a good win?
Because
in terms of most of the performance being bad, Scott Parker's going to have a lot to analyse.
I think
you're forgetting 3 points. That's all right.
I think the difference is scored a penalty. I think it's a different game. I think we probably hang on for a 1-0. I think we said it loads of times. We go 1-0 down, that's when we struggle, isn't it? Because of the way we play. And when we concede first, you think that's it. So you got to give credit to the fact that we kept fighting. I think they sat back, but we took advantage. But yeah, I think it wasn't great, but I think that's purely down to the fact they scored the first goal. I think if Solanke scores the penalty, which is nothing to do with the management, is it? It's a penalty, then I think the game's in the bag. So yeah, I mean, credit to us. I would have taken a draw when 1-0 down, but we kept scrapping at the end. Dembele, we got a player who actually wants to make something happen. Cantwell does the same. So we got a few additions there that try and make something happen, and I like that about us. Even Nat Phillips going up front just with a few headers, but to be fair, at least when it went 1-1, we were the only team looking to win it. But big shout out to Travers, because again in the week when we were 2-1, he kept us in the game. Again there, when it's 1-0, he keeps us in the game, doesn't he? He keeps it alive for us. But we kept scrapping, mate, and we were the team that wanted to win it, and we did. So bring on Pop World. Probably bring on promotion.
Probably should give a significant mention to the Blackpool fans. I thought were
they're good.
Very, very good.
Yeah,
very noisy and really got behind their side. They'll be absolutely fine this season. I think playoffs could you beckon maybe season after next, not this season.
If they had won that, they would have been dreaming of it. But I think they've probably they needed to beat us. But listen, they're doing really well. And I said to you in the week that they've done similar to us. They've come up and established themselves as a mid-table side. Next season they can push on like we did. So yeah, they're a good side. I enjoy coming out there. They're a good footballing team. If they keep hold of Baldo, he's a good player. And they just probably sat too deep because they had the lead and probably invited us on too much. But mate, we kept going. We kept fighting. We got the result.
So
I can't believe it.
Tell me again what happened to Forest today.
Forest drew 2-2. They scored last minute actually to nick a draw. But it was against Stoke, so it's probably a good point. I'm hearing that I think Steve Cook might have had to go in goal. That the keeper got sent off.
Steve Cook in goal. He's got experience of that. Let's be.
So they had a bit of a nightmare, and then QPR losing to Barnsley was an absolute. I mean, I thought they'd rip Barnsley apart. So that's a really good result for us. So yeah, us and Fulham are starting to tear away a little bit.
So Friday is a big game.
Massive.
Huge game. I mean, if we lose, it doesn't necessarily sort of affect how the league table looks. But
no, but we win it,
exactly.
and the gap on Forest then, if we win it, is massive. It's almost like you can't really catch us. So yeah, huge game on Friday. I'll probably, when we 1-0 down, I thought 4 points out of these two, I'll take it. But we've already got 3, so hopefully we can get 6, mate. But yeah, I'm buzzing, absolutely buzzing.
Hopefully, oh mate, hopefully we're
get
going
me a WKD.
Anyone else?
Anyone else?
No one else. All right. Well, tell you what, mate. What can people do?
Like it.
What can people do, Logan?
Like it.
Yeah.
And also
subscribe.
Subscribe.
Hit
And
the
also,
bell.
what else?
Hit the bell. Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
Thanks for watching. Bournemouth have rocked Blackpool, whereas Blackpool rocked it. I'm trying to do a headline.
Pleasure Beach. Pleasure away day.
Yes.